So you've loaded in your trial balance, and you need to make sure that your new account strings are mapped to the correct lines on your statements. In this video, we are going to show you how to map accounts to statement lines using Disclosure Studio's mapping functionality. To access the mapping page, either from the dashboard, we click on Map, or from any of the sets of data, so governmental funds, for instance, proprietary funds, we click on Map. Here, we're going to see three panels. On the left side, we have all of the possible rows and columns in your tables. So we have our statement structure, so what lines on the statements will be there, what funds can appear on the statements, and then we also have periods, so which fiscal periods are we reporting on. On the right side, we have two panels. The mapped accounts are every single account that will appear on your statements. If an account is not in this mapped account panel, it will not appear on your statements. Similarly, in the bottom, the unmapped accounts, if any accounts are in the unmapped accounts panel, they will not show up in your financial statements. It is in your best interest to have every single account mapped. This declutters the unmapped account panel and also ensures full transparency in your reporting. To map accounts, we're going to show you an example here, mapping accounts from a 2025 trial balance to lines here in the proprietary funds statement. First, we're going to click on this fiscal period, the upside down triangle, and click 2025 to filter out. We only have 4 accounts that need to be mapped. One thing we like to do here with Disclosure Studio is click on this button, the piece of paper with the folded corner with SLXX in front of it. This will export exactly what is in the unmapped accounts, so we can see on a second monitor what's going on. So what we're going to do is looking here, we see that we have some program codes and some account codes. Let's map the 6620 accounts to a line on the statement. We see that the 6620 accounts are expenses for the Public Works Administration. So what we're going to do is first in periods ACFR, click 2025 because we're creating the 2025 statement. Then we're going to open up the statement structure. Since this is an expense, I'm going to open up the statement of revenue and expenditures and changes in fund balance, open up operating expenses, and I'm going to go down to miscellaneous where we're going to file the 6620 accounts. Once we've done this, we click on local rules here at the top, and we see here that what we have to do is add some new accounts to this miscellaneous rule. We utilize local rules in Gravity to automate your financial reporting. A simple system would have you click and drag and repeat this process year to year. Disclosure Studio's use of local rules enables automation so that unless your accounting system changes, your statements will be automatically generated accurately from year to year. In practice, you'll probably be editing local rules in Disclosure Studio because your accounting system will not be changing so greatly. But in this case, we're going to create a local rule to show you how it's done in Disclosure Studio. To create a new local rule, we click on this blue plus sign in the top right-hand corner of mapping. We're going to have to here add conditions. The first condition that we always have to add, we have to set the fiscal period to the trial balance year that we want to report on. So we're going to click on fiscal period, click on equals, then we're going to select 2025 and click save. Now we have to select how else we're going to sort out this information. To do so, we're going to add another row, and in the field, which will be out of your general ledger, we can select a parameter that this line will now grab. We're going to say account code, we're going to say type equals again, and then we're going to select 6620, and then click on save. Essentially what we are doing here, we are creating conditions for this local rule. This local rule will only grab values from the 2025 trial balance and will only grab accounts that have the account code 6620. Once we've completed creating our local rule, we click OK. And after doing so, we go up here to this chain icon in the top right-hand corner and click Relink All. It looks like our local rule has been added correctly. Now we can go back to accounts and we see that these 3 accounts that we had down here have been successfully mapped to miscellaneous. Now you have all the tools to begin mapping in Disclosure Studio.